Damn you, Team Cherry. Then I found the Green Prince again, with the sudden information that the soul of his partner was inside this boss, with him mourning the end of the soul and therefore their love. This was quite a hard shell to swallow at the end of this, or to be kind of midway through. Added such a tragic story here of sacrifice and love, what really is amazing. I don't know how many people really get into the story of these games in general due to the lore being kind of an extra little bit of effort in comparison to other games, but things like this might change your mind, as it kind of did with my journey through this game. It's just kind of great storytelling, so let's dive into it a little bit more. After this kind of heartbreaking story, I kind of locked into the story. When I continued playing, I suddenly started to get more attached to the characters. The way this story is told through the game is one of the most unique ways and kind of different to the original Hollow Knight. It's better paced, as you don't really get lost either in the game, and you kind of want to backtrack more rather than just kind of explore and suddenly get lost. Starting with the atmosphere, when you're dyslexic in a story that is mostly told through text, it can become slightly difficult at times.
I'm not convinced I know how to read. I've just memorized a lot of words.
You know what helps this though? When every song has such a tone to the area, and then the bosses will add so much to the story. For someone who only really started to get into video game soundtracks, the SilkSong one has really kept with me to the point that I'm humming the song when I'm not playing, kind of like I'm addicted to the lore.
I'm sorry.
Going back to the Cogwork Dancers and the Green Prince, as this video is basically about that whole kind of story in this game, the story here is so deep into the lore of this character, this boss that we technically just met. There's no real lead into the story of what this new boss is. All we see is these two electronic kind of people fighting and dancing, but then as a boss fight goes, the story develops, so does the song. What starts off as a slow melody of love, a ballroom kind of dance, what quickens as the dance continues, and it goes faster, and it really shows a love story between them, and as one falls, the other just kind of surrenders to the death without the other, without the love. A good story, but it's also so sad.
Not crying, it's just been raining.
Alongside the song in general that has a clock type tone to it, kind of puppet master type thing going on, like a feeling to it. Anyway, what does seem to be a trend throughout this whole game. It would make sense that this would be an intended element because it is kind of the feeling of when you see different enemy types, and especially in this boss. Hope this video puts you on your own journey and kind of figure out anything of this game kind of thing. I literally defeated this boss 2 days ago, and it's kind of created this whole story in my mind. I'm not even finished that story. I know it progresses even further, but it's just crazy to me. This story could have been lost depending how you play the game somewhere along the way of your journey through SilkSong. It just makes the game so interesting.